Hello everyone, welcome to Muscleology TV, and the topic today is women's fitness. And I'll tell you one thing, women's fitness is booming right now. It has been for quite some time, and we get so many questions every day from women about really serious issues. And this could relate from anything from eating disorders to how much cardio to do, should you be training with your boyfriend or husband, how much protein to take in. And sometimes I don't want to have to be the one giving these answers because I would rather have them come from another female. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to pause and come back in with Bethany Monroe. One of my favorite female fitness personalities in America on the line, Bethany Monroe from Ohio. Bethany, are you there?
I'm here.
Great. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. So could you just basically give the listeners a little history of, kind of your history as a trainer and then where you're at right now with Fit in Motion and what you guys are doing unique and novel there?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you so much. I started out in the fitness industry just because I used to compete in sports and I shot competition archery all my life. And I was lifting one day and I just decided I was pretty good at it. So I took a shot. I started doing fitness competitions and figure shows is what I started out with. And then I changed into bodybuilding. So, of course, that's a whole different style of training for women. And then I decided to go the route of taking my certification further and starting my own business. And I started personal training on my own 17 years ago, almost 18 years now. And I started it because women needed a different view of how the body works when we train. And I usually teach people that it's not that women, men, young, old, doesn't matter, can't do the same exercises as should they. So it's going to depend on what a person's looking for and where their vision is of what they want their goals and their body to look like. So I usually train women on the aspects of whether they're bigger in their lower bodies or whether they're bigger in their upper bodies. I train them in a fashion that being done gives them that tone look that they're looking for. Because a lot of women seem to train with their boyfriends or significant others, and that ends up in the women getting bulky.
So what would be, for instance, something that a woman can do that is going to help to improve their mind-muscle connection? What type of exercises do you have different than getting on the treadmill and jumping on a machine doing 12 or 24 reps?
We do a lot of solid mat work where someone might be on all fours and they have to basically learn to make their bodies move again as if they were an infant. Like get back to a child's pose and act like you're going to crawl. Makes the mind and the body work together. Most people, if you put an adult on the floor, they can't crawl. They can't move their leg and their arm independently of each other. And to get that mind-muscle connection to work properly, we do a lot of work like that. We do bear crawls, we do bird dogs, we do things on the Bosu ball. We do a lot of alternating movements where the leg on the left side is working and the arm on the right side is working.
Interesting. For women, they want to lose fat, they want to get toned, and they're out there just doing 30 to 60 minutes on the elliptical or cardio every day. What would be your advice to that woman? That's something, let's say she's not able to make it to train with you, but she's got to do it at home, or maybe she still wants to train at the LA Fitness. What can she do to mix up her program to give her a better full body workout?
Right, because anybody in their right mind is going to get bored of 60 minutes of an elliptical trainer. So what we try to do is we try to do our cardio-based programs. They're going to be an interval-based, so that you're burning a lot more while you're exercising and when you leave the gym. So we do not just HIIT training, but we do a lot more of interval training, whether you're doing a minute slow and a minute fast, whether you're kicking a kickback for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. A lot of interval training is what we utilize that you get 20, 30 minutes in and you've done more than you would do walking or walking on elliptical for 60 minutes.
What would be your advice for women that want to get into doing bodybuilding training? I mean, are you encouraging women to get into that right now, or what's sort of your general philosophy these days?
On a bodybuilding level, you gotta bring back some old school methods. I mean, you really do, and you have to train a little bit more outside of the female regimen that I like to use. and how I tailored my physique back into what I look like now, which is what I looked like when I did bodybuilding, was extremely hard, but it was so beneficial, and I love training this way now more than I love to train the other way.
How long do you think it took you to transition from that bodybuilding body to the body that you have today?
I did an extreme diet where my body had to basically cannibalize on my muscle because I have no body fat. And I took 4 months to lose 67 pounds of muscle.
Wow. How do you debunk the myth for women that they think that if they take in protein, it's automatically going to start turning into muscle? What's your magic secret to get women to not think that they're going to start growing muscle?
I'm pretty blunt when I speak to people, so my magic method is basically my mouth. I basically tell them the truth, and it's really crappy for people to believe that they're going to take in some protein and they're going to magically have a bunch of muscles. So there's a lot of work to do behind building muscles, and the amino acids and the supplements, the things that we take to help that and achieve that end goal is all definitely something that plays a part. But the protein, it's the same as going out and having steak and chicken and having all these cheat meals that everybody eats, and even if it's junk food, there's still going to be amount of protein somewhere in it. They don't ever count that they eat, and sometimes I'll count up the diet that they eat prior to coming to me, and they're eating more protein than if they would transition into a diet that I would give them that would include a supplement of protein. And sometimes I don't include that. Sometimes I only utilize food because I like to get back to using food as nutritional value. But the protein shakes that we have now are a great source of protein now instead of a bad source of protein. And some of the women don't have the time. So the shakes are something that we can take on the go.
Right. No, great point. And also a great point about, number one, I appreciate the fact that, you do focus on the natural supplements, the clean supplements, and that's where the Nitro Up is all naturally sweetened protein with stevia. It has digestive enzymes. It has additional nitrogen retention factors. So what women notice, from my experience that use the Nitro Up, they're getting less bloating, less stomach distress. The myofiber is a product that I know you've probably had some great success with because it has all of the, essential fatty acids, CLA, and fiber to keep the digestive system clean, which is again going to eliminate bloating. Because, part of the reason I actually kind of stopped working with female competitors way back in the day was because it seems that there was always these issues with bloating, constipation, gas. And it's listen, it's probably the protein that you're using. And once you get these women on a clean protein and they're able to add more fiber to their diet, that takes away a lot of those gastrointestinal issues. So my next question for you, Bethany, is you mentioned supplements. I know you probably have a very unique philosophy. What are sort of the core foundation supplements that you have every one of your clients on that you think are of top priority?
Top priority would definitely be the CLA and the fiber and a good protein. I don't want people to get stuck on taking too many supplements, so I want them to make the most out of their use of supplements and the use of their money on buying the supplements. So the amount of things that people take, I think, has something to do with what happened with what you were saying with the protein. I think the amount of protein that a woman takes just has to be taken into consideration versus a man, and then you won't get those bad side effects. But like you mentioned with the digestive enzymes, with it already being in the product, now it's a complete product. Now we don't have to worry about taking it and taking other things with it. So that in itself, it takes away having to buy the digestive enzymes by themselves. So now that that's in the product, if someone wants a fat burner, then sure, we would use one. But the CLA is a huge role in the essential fatty acids that I think that needs to be in someone's diet. And then the fiber, but if I recommended anything else other than a fat burner, it would probably just be to make sure that we have some fish oils in our diet, that we're taking them as a supplement because we don't get enough of them in our food, and some kind of collagen product.
Now, I have to ask you this. Eating disorders, bulimia, anorexia, how do you approach a client that is suffering from either of the two? I mean, it's obviously psychological. What sort of, and again, I know this could probably be a 60-minute show in and of itself, but in a nutshell, so how do you approach a client like that?
I approach clients different, whether they come to me with telling me that they have an eating disorder or me figuring out that they have one. So if they come to me and tell me that they've gone through this struggle and that they're either seeing a life coach or a counselor or something to help them, I try to get involved with that part of their life. I try to get involved with that counselor, and I try to get involved with where they're at, how they're teaching this person to turn around and understand that healthy eating habits are not going to retain body fat, and how to disregard the body dysmorphic issues that these people have, and try to work with them basically on a level of, I hate to use the word addiction, but it almost is. It's an addiction in the opposite direction. They're addicted to a different feeling or disorder of an image of themselves. So that is an addiction in itself that they have to break. And once that's broken, they have a clean slate. So teaching them clean eating habits, teaching them the right supplements, and teaching them that their body needs to be healthy is basically how I try to treat them. And they usually turn around if they have all those aspects going for them. If they've come to me and they've lied to me and they've not told me that they have an eating disorder, but I figure it out by there are things that you can cite when you're training, when they're working out, and that you'll figure it out if they have an eating disorder, because then I don't have to approach them. Sometimes I've lost them as a client because they don't want to adhere to a certain thing, and I'm not going to hurt somebody. So I will not train somebody if they're not adamantly working towards a result.
What is there anything new that you're finding? Like, wow, is it ADD, ADHD? Is it depression? What sort of have you encountered with some of your clients?
That's an awesome question, because I deal with this every day and it's never changed. I think the depression that comes from this idea of the horrible word called skinny. I think that we're still in that age. I don't think it's ever changed, and I think that that's something that's been a constant inside of my world ever since I've been an instructor or training. People are obsessed with skinny, and they want to be there even if it's not healthy for them. So teaching health and teaching the right ways for someone to become a healthy person, not a skinny person, and teaching people that the appropriate amounts of body fat versus inappropriate amounts of body fat, that has been a struggle since day one. So it's still the same today. People come to me with these same issues that they want to be quote unquote skinny. So teaching them that leanness is a better method, and that health is the way to go. And if you become healthy, you will become your right amount of body fat and the right look that you're looking for inside of becoming healthy. Then the person usually succeeds. But I think that's been still a battle. I don't think it's anything new, but I don't think it's changed.
Now, I have to shift gears quickly to social media. This is a situation we did not have this problem back 10, 15, 20 years ago. Do you have any particular policy at your facility as it relates to taking selfies while training?
I do. I try to keep cell phones to a minimum, and I take a little bit of offense sometimes when someone's spending more time on their phone than they're spending training, and I really don't allow it. So unless you're a doctor and you're on call, that cell phone better be sitting down on the table, and you better be taking a quick look in the mirror at yourself here or there instead of taking a picture of yourself. So if you want to take selfies after we're done, and you want to check in on Facebook, and you want to promote my facility and things like that, that's all definitely something I ask my people to do. And I'm just against it while you're working out, and I'm against interrupting someone else's workout.
Where can people find you online through all of your social accounts, websites, YouTube? Where can we direct people to learn more about you and what you're doing at FitMotion?
Oh, thanks. My website is fitmotionohio.com. My Instagrams are FitMotion1 or FitMotion2. I have 2 locations, one in Barberton and one in Stowe. And I'm looking at a third, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I have several trainers that work for me. So you can go online and you can look at any of our bios, and you can look at any of our client training. YouTube channel would be the same. It would be FitMotion Ohio.
Outstanding. And I'll tell you one thing, you're definitely not just a fitness authority, you're an entrepreneur, you're a strong, independent woman that has achieved a lot, and I know I'm very proud of what you've done, and I'm very thankful to have you as part of the Muscleology Sports Nutrition family. And we look forward to doing some more interviews in the future with some more specific topics. But I think this was a great introduction to you, and hopefully many women are going to look you up and use you as their source of information and inspiration.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, hey, you have a great day, and we will be in touch very soon. Thanks for joining us.
Great.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Women's Fitness. We have your questions right here that just came in. We had about 67 questions that came in here over the last couple hours, so we're going to pick the top 3. And first and foremost, how does supplementation differ for women for weight loss and for strength? Well, that's a great question, because typically when you're training for strength, and we do have a lot of women that do train for strength and they want to build muscle. And when you're training in that fashion, that's when you want to take the supplements like Sledgehammer, Category 5, which are going to be your pre-training formulas to help women get more strength, more power in the gym, more sets and more reps. And then, of course, products like Nitro Up, which is our all-natural stevia-sweetened protein that's going to help you to build and repair muscle. Myofiber, which is going to help you keep you healthy from the inside out by providing good digestive health. And then, of course, we have some other products such as Red Test, which, a lot of women don't take Red Test, some do. We have had women that are very serious about muscle building actually use Red Test as opposed to any type of a natural anabolic agent. That women that are competing in bodybuilding, fitness, or figure, they do like the Red Test. And then, of course, if you're really trying to build mass and you're having a hard time gaining, we do have a product called Muscleology, which is an all-natural clean weight gainer that some women have used to actually put on good quality lean body mass. Now, when it comes to fat loss, that's a whole different animal. And we use products that are more caffeine-based that are going to help support boosting the metabolism and also supporting the breakdown of fat. So products like Incinerator, which is our energy thermogenic formula to help to raise body temperature, boost metabolism, and help you burn more calories during your workout. DPX Cuts, which is our advanced water loss formula. It's an all-natural diuretic that helps to reduce subcutaneous water retention and eliminate bloating. It'll give your muscles a leaner, harder, firmer appearance. Our L-carnitines are also indispensable for any type of a fat loss program. We have both a liquid L-carnitine and a powdered L-carnitine. And then, of course, if you need an additional boost before your workout, products like Sledgehammer are great, give you good energy, good strength, good stamina, good endurance, and are going to help you to achieve all of your goals. So that's pretty much it for both weight loss and strength building supplements for this week. Okay, next question. What type of supplements should most women be taking? And since most women have the goal of wanting to tone up, lose fat, boost their metabolism, products like CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, are certainly staples in the nutritional supplement arsenals for most women. If you're looking for energy, Incinerator, of course, is always a good one. And probably L-carnitine seems to be the most popular supplement that women purchase lately at Muscleology Sports Nutrition, because it's an all-natural stimulant-free fat burner that helps to break down body fat so it can be used as fuel during exercise. So those would be some core supplements for fat loss. But of course, the number one supplement, Myofiber, for both men and women, is the most important digestive health supplement one could be taking. And especially since women deal with a number of issues related to gastrointestinal distress, some experience bloating, cramping, constipation, Myofiber helps to eliminate that. So that would probably be my top pick for what would be a must-use supplement for women. Next question here we have, where should women concentrate their training? Great question. And most people, well, we have strength training, we have endurance training or cardio training, and then we have flexibility training. So ultimately, I think for any woman that wants to develop a very well-balanced body, you need to develop a very well-balanced training program, which is going to have the right amount of strength training, which is going to help you to build and maintain muscle, which is going to help to keep your metabolism high. Also help to improve bone density, because that's another concern of women as they get older. is that you lose bone density, and strength training helps to build strong bones. And then, of course, for cardiovascular health and for fat burning, you want to make sure that you integrate enough cardiovascular activity, whether that's getting on the treadmill, the bike, the stair climber, whatever you like to do. And then, of course, flexibility training is an often overlooked component in any program, but doing some yoga, Pilates, or even just general calisthenics, it will help you to build that lean, sculpted body you're going to look good and feel good in. And that about wraps it up this week with our Q&A. We look forward to answering more of your questions. And as always, any question at any point in time, ask Pav at muscleology.com, and you may be featured on one of our upcoming broadcasts.